Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Living Wisdom and Dharma World. Today, we're delving into a profound and timeless topic, karma. Have you ever wondered why people's lives can be so vastly different? Why are some children born prodigies, gifted with remarkable talents, while others face challenges such as disabilities? Why does life sometimes appear so unfair? Let's embark on this exploration together and uncover the insights behind these questions. The mystery of life's disparities unveiled by the Buddha. When we look around, we see a world filled with stark differences. Some people are born into wealth, while others struggle in poverty. Some possess natural beauty, intelligence, or talent, while others face challenges that seem insurmountable. These disparities often lead us to ask, why is life so unfair? Why do people face such vastly different fates? In fact, the Buddha was asked by a young man named Sutta the similar questions. Blessed One, why are some people short-lived, while others are long-lived? Why are some sickly, while are healthy? Some ugly, while others beautiful, some powerless, while others influential, some poor, while others rich, some born into lowly families, while others into noble families, some foolish, while others wise. The Buddha first answered concisely, all beings have their karma as their inheritance, their own actions as their kin, as their refuge. It is due to their different karma that beings are born unequal. Then he continues to explain to Sutta one by one in Majjhima Nikaya and Kilakamavahanga Sutra. If a person kills living beings, such as a hunter with blood-stained hands who lives without compassion, upon rebirth, they will have a short life. If a person refrains from killing, lives away from weapons, treats all beings with kindness, upon rebirth, they will have a long life. If a person is cruel, always seek ways to harm others, using fists and weapons against others, upon rebirth, they will be sickly. If a person does not harm others and is kind and gentle, upon rebirth, they will be healthy. If a person is rude, always angry, insulting, and cursing others, upon rebirth, they will be ugly. If a person is refined and courteous, never retaliating even when insulted, upon rebirth, they will be beautiful. If a person is envious, always coveting the wealth and fame of others, and does not respect the honorable, upon rebirth, they will be powerless, their words unheeded. If a person is not envious, does not covet others, wealth and fame, respects the honorable, upon rebirth, they will be influential, their words followed. If a person is stingy, never giving to others, clings to their possessions, upon rebirth, they will be poor. If a person is generous, loves to give, upon rebirth, they will be wealthy. If a person is arrogant, does not respect the honorable, upon rebirth, they will be lowly. If a person is humble, respects the honorable, upon rebirth, they will be noble. If a person does not seek the company of the wise to learn and discern right from wrong, upon rebirth, they will be foolish. If a person seeks the company of the wise to learn and discern, upon rebirth, they will be intelligent. According to the Buddha's teachings, these differences are not random, but arise from a profound natural law, the law of karma and causality. Karma, often misunderstood as mere destiny or fate, is a dynamic process deeply rooted in our thoughts, words, and actions. To truly grasp why life is the way it is, we must delve into the Buddha's insights on karma and how it shapes our lives. What is karma and where does it exist? In Sanskrit, the word karma means action, but in the Buddhist teachings, It also refers to the results of those actions. Every thought, word, and deed we produce is like planting a seed. Over time, these seeds bear fruit, whether sweet or bitter, depending on the nature of the seed. This is the essence of karma. Our intentional actions shape our present and future experiences. Karma doesn't exist in a physical location. It resides within the continuum of our mind and consciousness. Our actions create imprints on the mind, much like footprints on sand. These imprints accumulate over lifetimes, influencing the conditions we are born into and the circumstances we face. This explains why someone may inherit great wealth, while another struggles with misfortune. It's not a matter of punishment or reward by a higher power. Rather, it's the natural unfolding of causes and conditions set in motion by ourselves. The Buddha explained this process clearly in Anguttara Nikaya. All beings are owners of their actions, heirs to their actions, born of their actions, related through their actions, and have their actions as their refuge. Whatever actions they perform, good or bad, of those they shall become the heir. Karma through the lens of science and common sense. Modern science and psychology provide fascinating parallels to the Buddhist concept of karma. For instance, neuroscience shows how habitual thought patterns and behaviors create neural pathways in the brain. These pathways, reinforced over time, shape our perceptions, habits, and responses to life. This mirrors the karmic process. Our repeated actions create tendencies that influence our future experiences. Behavioral psychology also aligns with the idea of karma. Actions motivated by kindness, compassion, and altruism tend to foster positive relationships and well-being, while actions driven by anger or selfishness often lead to conflict and dissatisfaction. This cause and effect relationship operates not only on an individual level, but also within families, societies, and even ecosystems. On a practical level, karma can be understood as the natural consequence of our actions. For instance, if you treat others with kindness and respect, they are more likely to reciprocate. If you nurture a garden with care, it will flourish. These examples reflect the karmic law in action. What we put into the world eventually comes back to us. There is a saying that goes, "A melon is reaped after a melon is planted. A bean is harvested after a bean is planted." The seed of melon never produces beans, nor can a bean seed produce melons. In Buddhist literature, Dharma masters often remind us, what we have enjoyed or suffered today is what we had done in past lives. What we are doing now will be what we will have in future lives. The mechanism behind karma. The Buddha taught the principle of dependent origination, paticca samuppada, which reveals the interconnected nature of all phenomena. Simply put, nothing arises independently. Everything is the result of causes and conditions. For instance, a person's current fortune might be the result of their generosity in past lives. Conversely, hardships might stem from harmful actions or negative intentions. This causal chain operates across lifetimes, weaving the intricate web of our experiences. This teaching also explains how suffering perpetuates itself. The Buddha said in Samyutta Nikaya, "When this exists, that comes to be, with the arising of this, that arises. When this does not exist, that does not come to be, with the cessation of this, that ceases." The Buddha emphasized that karma is not deterministic. While our past actions influence our present, we have the power to shape our future through the choices we make now. This is the beauty of karma. It empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and transform our destiny. Why do people suffer? The Buddha identified three primary causes of suffering: dukkha, ignorance, craving, and aversion. Ignorance, avidya, blinds us to the truth of karma and causality, leading us to act in ways that generate suffering. Craving, tanha, drives us to grasp at fleeting pleasures, while aversion makes us push away unpleasant experiences. Together, these mental habits perpetuate the cycle of karma, keeping us trapped in samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The Buddha explained in Dhammapada, the root of suffering is attachment. Our suffering is not a punishment, but a result of our own actions, driven by these mental defilements. By understanding this, we can begin to break free from the cycle and create a life of greater peace and happiness. How to reduce bad karma. Reducing bad karma begins with mindfulness and ethical living. The Buddha offered a clear path to purify our actions and reduce the accumulation of negative karma. 1. Observe the 5 precepts. These moral guidelines help us avoid actions that cause harm, such as killing, stealing, lying, sexual misconduct, and intoxicating the mind. By practicing restraint, we prevent the creation of new negative karma. 2. Cultivate mindfulness. Awareness of our thoughts, words, and actions allows us to catch unwholesome impulses before they manifest. Meditation is a powerful tool to develop this awareness. 3. Practice compassion and forgiveness. Letting go of resentment and ill will reduces the karmic weight of anger. Acts of kindness and compassion counteract past harm and generate positive energy. 4. Acknowledge and repent. The Buddha encouraged us to reflect on our mistakes, acknowledge them sincerely, and resolve to act differently in the future. This process lightens the burden of guilt and prevents recurrence. The Buddha said in Dhammapada, "By oneself is evil done, by oneself is one defiled. By oneself is evil avoided, by oneself is one purifying." Purity and impurity depend on oneself, and no one can purify another. How to increase good karma. Creating good karma involves cultivating wholesome actions, thoughts, and intentions. The Buddha highlighted several practices that generate positive karma. 1. Generosity, dana. Giving selflessly, whether it's material offerings, time, or support, plants seeds of abundance and goodwill. 2. Ethical conduct, sila. Living in harmony with moral principles creates a foundation of trust and respect, fostering positive relationships and circumstances. 3. Mental cultivation, vivana. Developing the mind through meditation enhances wisdom and inner peace. Practices like loving kindness, metta, and compassion, karuna, expand our capacity to create good karma. 4. Rejoicing in others' virtue. Celebrating the success and goodness of others generates joy and counters envy, which creates a positive ripple in our own lives. The Buddha advised in Dhammapada, "Do good, avoid evil, and purify the mind." This is the teaching of all Buddhas. The ultimate goal: liberation from karma. While reducing bad karma and increasing good karma can improve our lives, the Buddha's ultimate teaching goes beyond this. He urged us to transcend the cycle of karma altogether by attaining liberation, nirvana. Nirvana is the cessation of all karmic activity, achieved by eradicating ignorance, craving, and aversion. This state is not about accumulating more good karma, but about freeing ourselves from the cycle of cause and effect entirely. The Buddha provided a practical path to liberation through the Noble Eightfold Path, which includes ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. By walking this path, we purify the mind and uncover the ultimate truth that we are not bound by karma, but have the potential to transcend it. Conclusion: the power of choice. Karma is not a system of cosmic punishment or reward. It's a law of natural consequences rooted in our actions. Understanding this empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and make choices that lead to greater harmony and freedom. Through the Buddha's teachings, we learn that life's disparities are not unfair, but the result of causes and conditions. By purifying our actions and cultivating wisdom, we can transform our karma, reduce suffering, and ultimately transcend the cycle of birth and death. The journey of understanding karma and causality is not just an intellectual exercise. It's an invitation to live more mindfully, compassionately, and wisely. In doing so, we not only change our lives, but also contribute to the well-being of all beings. The Buddha's timeless wisdom reminds us in Dhammapada, what we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. This is the timeless wisdom of the Buddha, a reminder that our destiny lies in our own hands. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this teaching helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the Dharma. Take care, and see you soon.